to another video, and I wanted to do an acoustic guitar because it's been a while, and what I thought I would do as well is check out PRS acoustic guitars because I've always been sort of curious as to what they're like. So we'll go over the general spec now, and then I'll come back and tell you a little bit more about it and how I found it after the sound examples. So spec wise, you have a solid spruce top. And by the way, a little tip if you're ever in a shop and you're checking a guitar's solid top. If you follow the grain line and then look into the sound hole, it won't come up on the camera. But because you've got a cross section of the wood, essentially, you can see the grain follow that hole. So that's a good little way of checking if you've got a solid top. But yeah, like I say, solid top on this one. It is a laminate mahogany back and sides. And it looks pretty nice, to be fair. But it is laminate on the back and sides. You do have a bone bridge as well, ebony bridge plate if you like. I'll just show you the rows there, the board there, which is also ebony. Good old chunk of ebony as well, to be fair. Bone nut as well at the top. Usual PRS machine heads just there. But really nice guitar, looks good. I'll come on to the body shape after we've done the sound examples because it is its own sort of unique body shape. You can see that little system in there, that's the Fishman GT1 preamp system, which plugs in just on the side there. And then you do have this sort of black binding as well. It's 20 frets, and obviously you've got this cutaway just here as well. So that's the sort of overall, paper specs of the guitar, but I want to tell you a bit more about it. But what we'll do first is go on to the sound examples. And what I've done for these is the DI is just straight out with a little bit of reverb on it, and the microphone is just one mic placed near the 12th fret with a little bit of compression. That's it. There's going to be no extra EQ. I want you to hear this guitar as plain as possible, sort of thing. I'm not going to dress it up really in any way at all. So we'll do that now, and then I'll come back and tell you sort of a bit more about the guitar. Then you've heard the sound examples there. I tried to do I'm not the world's best acoustic player. I don't play acoustic a great deal, but I tried to do some finger picking stuff, some strumming stuff, just to give you an overall idea. And no matter what the price point of a guitar, I'm not really a fan of piezo's at all. I don't really like the sound, but I found on this guitar, it's probably the first one I'd actually record with and use. I did quite like it, this Fishman GT1 system. The other thing to say, I suppose, is this body shape. So they call this body shape the Angulus or Angelus or something like that. And anyone who's been on this channel for right from the start might remember when I explored as many different acoustic shapes as I could to find what I would like, and I settled on like a triple O. So this guitar is somewhere in between a dreadnought and a grand auditorium, with a cutaway of course. So it's quite a unique body shape, and it does sound, I think, a bit more like a dreadnought just when you're unplugged. If I just show you just through the camera mic. It's got a lot more low end than a Grand Auditorium has, but it doesn't feel huge. So to be fair, it is a unique body shape, and actually it does look a little bit weird at first, but it's, you know, a good design. I would say that if you find a dreadnought too big and you don't like the Grand Auditoriums or Triple O's, you know, this might be for you in that sense. So it's pretty good like that. The other surprise was the neck. So acoustic guitars, they usually have a very sort of, either it's huge and wide, or it's tried to be ultra modern and it's really, really small and feels a bit weird. With this, they've kind of just gone straight for their, if anyone's familiar with the 245 from PRS, that sort of wider neck carve, but still a full C shape. So that's what you've got on this guitar, and to be fair, it feels really, really comfy to play. I have had to do a bit of minor setup work on this guitar with the bridge and the net, but that is all done now. That's how I know they're definitely bone, because when you sand bone, it gives off a very, very distinct smell, and yeah, if you've done it, you know what I mean. So there is, you know, they are definitely bone, and the guitar is now playing really, really nicely. So all links down below as usual, and yeah, something a bit different looking at an acoustic guitar. It does come with this hard case as well, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.